Hello, everybody. Let me try and go live here. Okay, there it goes. Awesome. Now we're just going to wait for Kristy. Let me see. Hi, Kristy.
Hi.
How are you? I'm setting
Good.
everything to go live.
That's amazing.
Yes, I know. I hope this works out. If so, I'm sticking with it, but I'm just waiting for it to go live on Instagram. Then we will start right away. Okay.
Awesome.
There we go. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us. I am here with Kristy Dunway, IDLIFE Presidential Director. And I'm Mara, a self-care coach, and our Instagram usernames are at the bottom. And if you would like to give us a follow, we would appreciate that. And Kristy, tell us about IDLIFE. How did you find it? How do you like it? How's that?
Those are a lot of questions.
Yes.
Well, how about this? I'll start how I found it.
Yes.
Honestly, it was 10 years ago. December, I think, will be 10 years. And I found myself in a place where my career kind of had been ripped out from underneath me. And I had to find a job. I had to find a new career. And I had about a 28-day notice to figure it out. So I was a homeschool mom at the time. And so what I had been doing before was working from home, and going back to work for a 9 to 5 just wasn't going to work for our lifestyle. And it wasn't going to pay me what I needed it to sustain what we had just lost. So I wasn't a health and wellness guru, advocate, any of that kind of stuff prior to IDLIFE. But my very best friend in life, she's a physician assistant, had retired from clinic after about 8 months doing IDLIFE and said, come do this with me. I'll teach you everything I know. And I was a little hesitant, not going to lie to you. I was like, I don't know anything about organic, GMO, whatever.
Yeah.
But she made it really easy and duplicatable. And so I was like, well, what do I got to lose? So away I went.
Yeah. Okay. And so that's how you started into the health industry.
It was literally for the money. I'm not going to lie. I
Yeah.
literally needed to make money, and I needed to make it fast.
Yeah. I mean, 28-day notice, and it's so risky, right? It like 28 days notice, like figure out your life. And it's like,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. And what do you like most about IDLIFE?
I think personally for me, what I like the most is it keeps me accountable. I was able to lose 50 pounds, which was great, and keep it off all these years. But it really, honestly, it holds me accountable. Because
Okay.
if I'm not healthy and taking care of myself, I'm not really sure what good I am going to be to somebody else that's asking me the same questions if I'm
Yeah.
not doing it myself. So it really honestly
Mhm.
keeps me in line. It
Oh,
keeps me from scarfing down, too many tacos in a night. So
yes.
that's what I love the most, honestly, for me and my health and my life. It's been really great. And then obviously being able to stay at home with my kids. Gosh, they're now in college, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. College kiddos.
I know. And I still get to be at home and do this in my own time when I want to. And when I don't want to, I don't.
Yes. And okay, so I guess let's take a step back. What is IDLIFE?
What is IDLIFE? So IDLIFE stands for it's ID, the individualized life. So
Okay.
we are a health and wellness company that we actually customize what you need nutritionally versus the whole like one size fits all, throw it at the wall, see if it sticks.
Yeah.
Um, like, have you ever met two people that are on the exact same diet and one loses
Mm-hmm.
weight and the other one doesn't?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
two
Yes.
people or two people on the exact same exercise program, and one is building muscle and losing weight and the other one isn't. It's not doing it as fast. There's a reason.
Yes.
And that's what we do. We literally customize their weight loss programs, their workout programs. their detox programs, whatever we need to do. We could literally customize it down to their DNA if they'll
Wow.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's big. I remember going through my weight loss journey, and I tried keto, and I realized that was not for me. And then
No.
I tried gluten free, and like but you said, this ID Life sounds like it will eliminate the okay, I'm
No
gonna
bad
try
diet.
this.
No bad diet.
Like it doesn't work for me. Like ID Life goes straight to this is what's gonna work for you.
Correct. We don't do the fad diets. We have some people that are super fat sensitive. They're
Yeah.
genetically designed to be fat sensitive. So keto is not going to be a good option for them for what they're trying to accomplish in losing weight. So I just love that we are able to help people kind of figure it out versus, taking on the next fad diet, shot, pill, cream, the next new mouse trap that comes out.
Yeah, I know.
We
Yes.
can help them tailor it to who they are, down to their allergies, their medications, their health history. We literally dial it all the way in.
Amazing. That
Yeah.
is really amazing. Okay, and I want to remind the audience also that they can ask questions along the way. If something pops up that you want to know more of, just go ahead and comment, and then I'll read that over to Kristy, and she can answer that. Okay, and let me. What products? Well, so what is the process? Take us through the process of ID Life. Okay, Kristy, I want to do this. What's next?
Well, first of all, I sit down and I just have a conversation with the potential client and find out what is their major issue. Like, I want to meet you where you're at. If you're like, look, I just need to sleep better, that's easy. We have a natural sleep product that's absolutely phenomenal, blow you out the water. We could build the whole company off those stupid things.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to give you. I'm not going to take you through the DNA and the health assessment and all that, because that's not what you need. It's not what you're asking me for. So
Yeah.
it really depends on the person. Let's say somebody wants to figure out, how they lose weight best. I've tried all the diets and, nothing's working, or I've been going to the gym 5 days a week. And so first things first is I take them through a free health assessment. It doesn't cost them anything. So they can figure out nutritionally where their gaps are. And then if they'd like to move forward and go further, we can order a DNA kit for them, have that sent off to a DNA lab, and they send a full 40-page report back with all of their markers for nutrition and fitness. And then we take those two things and we meld them together inside of a website, and it pops out to them exactly the routine and the plan that they need.
That's amazing.
I love it.
It really is. Yeah, because it cuts right now I'm thinking of all the time I wasted doing keto, because I did keto for like 6 months before I figured it's not for me. And here you are, just you can just do DNA and work it and let me know what is actually going to work,
I'll give you an example. Like, my DNA shows that I don't lose fat most efficiently at the gym. I don't. Mine is in the kitchen and reducing the carb intake. Just to I'm totally simplifying it, but just to give a simplification to the audience. Where my husband's so my daughter's is the complete opposite. Like, she's super fat sensitive and loses weight best by working out, and it tells you exactly what kinds of workouts you should be doing. So I love that we can do that. And then at the same time, somebody's like, I just need to have more energy to get through my day. I'm like, look, I have a clean energy drink that's sugar-free, nothing artificial. Try this. You'll love it. It tastes like a pina colada. And that's all I'm offering them. Like I said, I really want to meet people where they're at. What is it they're struggling with? Is it gut health? Okay, let's talk about that specifically and see how we can help them very, very specifically.
Okay, that's amazing, because you're also not trying to sell them like, okay,
no,
sleep better. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to try this other thing? That's awesome. You meet them where they're at.
Less is more.
Yeah. Yes.
Less is more. I really want to start off with the minimum, and let's just see if we can't solve that little bit. And if we need to go further, we will. But I just feel like, look, I don't even take all the products that we carry within our company. I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to. So I don't know. I just love that we can really help people, whether they're trying to preserve muscle, have focus, have good gut health, blood sugar regulation, whatever it is, we can dial it in. So it's pretty cool.
Wow. Yeah, that is really, really cool. That's I'm so mind blown right now.
Me too, which is why I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I had a great mentor, and she taught me know, and now I get to teach it to other people. So that's really what I do is I train other people how to walk their clients through this assessment and this DNA and this program. I still take on clients, but my favorite part is teaching somebody else how to do what I did and build a business from home.
Well, yeah, because ideally, your end goal, like you said, was to be home with your children, right? Be home with them. Yeah, that's ultimately that's all we want, right? We want to find that balance for our family, but for our professional selves as professional women, and it's nice that you were able to find a company that does that because like you said, you were giving a 28-day notice. Do I risk it and go for this company, or do I go and apply like somewhere else, like raw, something more secure, and
Yes.
you taking that leap and it working out for you, that's amazing that it did work out for you in the way it did.
It was truly a God moment. I really felt like God was really standing next to me through this, going, you got this. And there's something I always say is alignment before assignment. So
Yes.
aligning myself with the right people for the right reasons. And if I could help people bring light to the marketplace on how they could take care of their temple, I just
Yeah.
think that just like, there's just nothing better than that. I'd never tried it before, but I was like, well, what's worse could happen?
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
been amazing. 10 years later, I'm grateful to make a full-time income and be able to help people figure out what they need and what they don't need. There's a lot of things I'll tell them, take that out, don't take that nutrient, block that nutrient, because it's counterindication with your medications. And we get to help them do that too.
Oh my, yeah. And with that being said, what is like the product that you recommend that IDLIFE offers that people should get on or take, or or what is it? The one product that you recommend?
Oh, okay. I have to give you two
Okay.
because
Yes.
again, it's so
The more the better, and the better.
it's so completely customized to the individual. And we
Yeah.
talked about DNA before, which is a
Yes.
really cool feature that we have. But I think our detox system is super great. It's safe, it's simple, it's easy. You eat real food, and I get a lot of reorders of that. It's something you do quarterly. I get a ton of reorders for that, and so that tells me that the marketplace is loving it. And I think the second thing is we have this glow up juice. That's what I'm calling it. The company doesn't call it that. We call it that. And it's like gut health and muscle building and preservation and focus and blood sugar regulation all together. And it's just like once a day drink that a lot of us drink. And I call it my happy juice. It releases something in my gut. I know there's some scientific reasonings for it, but I'm not a scientist. But it releases something in my gut. It just gives me this feel good, this focus, this burst in my step, and it creates duct tape for my mouth. It has a little bit of an appetite suppressant, so I drink it around like 2:00.
Okay. Yeah.
So I always tell people, look, if you're not ready to detox and do DNA and get into all the nitty gritty, and you just want to have a little more energy, a little more focus, and feel a little bit better, start with the glow up juice. That's the stuff that I feel like is a good starting point for most people. But I promise you, what I want to do is help you figure out exactly what you need, and I'll go
Yes.
as far with it as you want me to.
And would that replace coffee for most people? I can't drink coffee. I cannot do caffeine forever. I remember trying to be the cool kid in school and going to Starbucks, and like the first Starbucks drink I ever tried, I was like, oh my God, this is death. Like, this is how I end. So I can't do caffeine. But for the people out, like 99% of the world that does, is the glow up juice like a replacement for for coffee, you would say?
For some people it can be. There's not, I don't even, there is some caffeine in it, but I don't think it's barely even as much as like a cup. Like, and I'm talking about an actual measured cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of caffeine in it. We have an actual energy drink that I think replaces coffee because it actually lasts 5 hours. Like, it's like a slow release, like an extended release versus like you getting it all at one time. That's what I always tell people to replace coffee with. I feel like that afternoon drink is just that little pick me up that gets you off and running. And if you're super sensitive to caffeine, it's a really good place to start. That's one of the things we test for actually, is caffeine sensitivity in our DNA testing.
Okay. Yeah. I wonder if well, it has to. Like I said, it's just, every time that I smell coffee and I want to try it because it just smells really good, right? Like, and everybody drinks it, and then I'm over here with like my tea, and it's not even green tea. Like I have to do decaf green tea.
Oh goodness, you poor thing.
Yeah, and so I always get the question like, "How do you live?" And it's
How do
like,
you
I
live?
don't know. Like, I guess you don't know what you get deprived from because I feel like you suffer more if you know what it's like and then it gets taken away. But since I have no clue, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just out here living, you know?
And what's great is we have caffeine-free options of different types of things we can help people. If that's all they're looking for is energy, and they're like zero
Yeah.
caffeine, not even 1 milligram at all, that's fine. I've got people on high blood pressure medication that any extra
Yeah.
caffeine outside of a cup of coffee is too much for them. So again, I really want to tailor it into like, okay, what do you need? What's your sensitivities? What's your health history? And then let's kind of put a plan together. But I would say for the majority, I would either be our detox box or our glow up juice. I think those are my most reordered. DNA is kind of a one and done thing.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to the reorder of that because you don't really reorder DNA. Your
Yeah.
DNA is your DNA. Doesn't change.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really fun. I get to know a lot of people and their stories, and I think the best phone call is when I get that call and they're like, "Oh my God, I slept all night," or "Oh my gosh, I didn't need I didn't need an afternoon nap today." Like, that's a win for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, receiving that, it's like, oh, like the work I'm doing is like fruitful, you know, it's actually helping people. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really big. And what I was also, oh, what is the one thing I was going to ask? Oh yeah, are you just local in in Kingwood, a specific area, or can somebody from like Hawaii reach out to you, or how does this work?
Yes, I do live in Kingwood, but I'm actually a recent transplant to Texas. I've only been here a couple of years. I have sales teams all over the nation, and I have customers all over the nation. So as long as they are within the United States, I can help them, service them, and walk them through because everything I do is from home. I do like to meet with clients face to face if I can. If they happen to live nearby, I will go grab a tea or coffee or just lunch or whatever, because I love getting to know my clients. But
Yeah.
we don't have to. A lot of them just do it right online with me, and we take about 20 minutes to figure it out, and away we go.
Okay. Well, that's awesome, Kristy. And let me check the chat. Okay. Alrighty. So towards the end of these lives, what I've wanted to start trying to do is just for my guests to throw in a fun fact about themselves. Because at the end of the day, we are all humans. You know, we're humans, we're individuals. So I want to humanize you. You know, like you are behind this great, amazing product, but you're also you. You're also Kristy. So, what is one fun fact about you?
Who is Kristy? Well, I'm absolutely an absolute over the top Jesus following Christian.
Yes.
I will fly that flag so high, and I don't care who has anything to say about it.
Yeah.
It's truly the center of who I am.
Yes.
And throughout the journey that he's taken me on, I think a fun fact about me is since I've been married almost 30 years, and we have moved into 14 different houses in the last 30 years.
Wow.
So we have moved a lot. We have lived all over this country. I have seen all kinds of cultures and different people and food and lifestyles. So I always think it's fun because you really get to meet lots of different people as we, travel the country, and for my husband's job, following him around wherever he goes. But I think we're here permanently. We're done moving. Texas is it. We're done. I love it here. I never want to leave.
Are you originally from Texas?
No. My husband's an air traffic controller. A job opening came up at Houston at IAH, and he said, "Hey, do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's go."
Yeah.
I loved Texas. All the friends I visited before and been here before. I was like, let's go back there and let's just retire there. So yeah, we came here and just was like, let's just settle and be done. So that's what we did.
Yeah. I love Houston because of all the food options.
Oh my gosh. The queso is killing me, girl.
Oh my gosh. There's just endless, opportunities of all types of food everywhere in every corner of this amazing city. I'm like, oh, this is truly a blessing. Like, well, I'm eating something new. That's what I love about it. Like,
Yes.
I can try anything from like Indian food, Persian food, Mexican food, Cuban food, and it's like everything.
Love it.
Yeah.
The food
Yeah.
is good here, but it's
Yes.
also my Achilles heel.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Well, alrighty, Kristy. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day and doing this live with me and trying this new feature out, which I do love it. It looks really good.
It's great. I love it. Thank you for
Yes.
inviting me. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yes.
Hopefully
Likewise.
soon you and I can get together.
Yes. Yes, we will. Alrighty, Kristy. Bye.
Bye.